Hey, this is Brandon with Guitar Guys. Welcome to Guitar 101. Today we're going to talk about the basic anatomy of a guitar. Just what are the different parts that make up a guitar and how are they different from different brands, different guitars. So starting today with a very familiar design, the Fender Stratocaster. The body of a Fender guitar is often either going to be made from alder or ash. You'll occasionally see things like pine, some variation, but for the most part, alder and ash are what you see typically. The bridge of the guitar. Different designs depending on the model of the guitar. This is, again, the Stratocaster, so this has a floating bridge with the ability to use a tremolo arm. A little different than what you're going to see on a Telecaster, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. Most Fender guitars have single coil pickups. In this particular case, I grabbed a humbucker single variation. The Stratocaster being a pretty versatile design, you do have the ability to put that humbucker pickup in there and give the guitar just a little different tonal thing. And then you've got your 5-way selector switch, so you can decide which pickup or pickups you're using at any given time, as well as a volume and 2 tone controls. So pretty standard Stratocaster setup. As for the neck itself, Fender is going to use almost exclusively maple necks. You'll occasionally see some other things, but maple necks with either a maple fingerboard like this guitar or a rosewood fingerboard. And then we have the classic Fender headstock with the tuning keys built on. These are vintage style tuning machines. They do locking machines on a lot of their modern guitars. So again, a very familiar design. This particular guitar is, as most Fenders, a bolt-on neck guitar. So again, very modular with Fender guitars. You can do a lot of modifying, hot rodding, that kind of stuff. But that is the basic anatomy of a Fender Stratocaster. Okay, so switching over to the Fender Telecaster, a little different design from the Stratocaster that we just talked about. Some common things still carry over. The bodies are either going to be alder or ash with these for the most part. But you'll notice we have 2 pickups. As opposed to the Strat with 3 pickups, little different style bridge. Combination of these pickups with this style bridge are what give the Telecaster kind of its unique tone. Instead of a 5-way selector switch, we've only got 2 pickups. We've got a 3-way selector switch on this with 1 volume and 1 tone control. You'll notice on this guitar it has the rosewood fingerboard instead of the maple. But a lot of similar concepts. The strings do go through the body on this because this does a fixed bridge. There's no tremolo system on a Telecaster. So similar designs, but really very, very different sounding guitars. Both of these guitars have unique features that give them that Strat or Tele sound that we all kind of identify. But both very great classic designs. Again, with Fender guitars, they're very modular, so you can hot rod them, customize them, kind of make your own thing out of them. But that is the Fender Telecaster. So continuing with basic guitar anatomy, electric guitar anatomy, this is the Les Paul design. So we have obviously the body of the guitar. It is a mahogany body on the back, and Gibson will put a maple top on these, so you get that beautiful figured flame maple. Gibson decides to go with 2 humbucker pickups as opposed to single coils with a 3-way selector switch. We've only got 2 pickups, so we've only got 3 tonal variations to choose from. But with a Les Paul, you have a volume and a tone control for each individual pickup. Gibson uses a lot of either rosewood or ebony on the fingerboards, and then their headstock is 3 tuning keys on each side. In this case, I've obviously grabbed an Epiphone guitar, not a Gibson, but very similar design. 3 tuning keys on each side gives it that classic look. They use what's called a stop tailpiece with a tune-o-matic bridge. So a little different than what you'll see like on a Fender. Obviously, this is a fixed bridge, no tremolo or anything like that. That is the classic Les Paul design.